Hi everyone, my name is Laura and welcome to Book Bubbler. Okay, I had a nice week-long break. I didn't expect to take a full week off, but apparently I did. It just happened. I've got probably a little bit longer video today. I'm going to wrap up my 2020 reading goals and then talk about my 2021 reading goals. So I have my Baby Yoda sweatshirt on because I am an adult. And all right, let's get to it. So for my 2020 goals, I had 5, but kind of 7. So the first goal was to read the books that I own, which I did. I mean, I don't have the final percentage yet. It's the 31st in the afternoon, and I have to finish up a few things. 2 books I am determined to finish before the end of the year because I don't want to take them into next year. So I'm not sure on the final stats yet, but I did read a lot of my own books, which is good. Reading books primarily from my living room, I am not sure about that. My living room books are my older books, so I'll have to look and see. I did a thing where when I pulled a book off of my shelves in the living room and I replaced it with a new book from, you know, these shelves are in the basement or whatever, I would lay them spine up. So all you would see is like the bottom edge of the books. I don't know how many I have, 35, 40 out there on the shelves, not sure, but I did that. Did I fill in the gaps? I didn't count. See, that's terrible. Okay, number 2. So I'm going to say yes, I did that. Yes, I did read the books that I own. Number 2, join in the BookTube prize, and I did do that. Number 3 was for my Contemplate a Classic book group. This is my in real life book group. Keep up with reading and pull from my own living room shelves primarily for my choices. Well, this was a fail because we didn't meet at all this year. Probably like most book groups that meet in person. Half of the people that I meet with don't have high-speed internet. They don't have smartphones. So that really impedes the like Zoomability, let's say. But that's okay. We started out picking books as a group. We all agreed on things for, I don't know, probably 10 years. And then we started to devolve a little bit. And now we all pick our own. I should say not all. About half of us pick our own choices every month. And the other half just read along with whomever they like to read along with, which has been working okay. But yeah, I didn't really do that very much. Number 4 was to DNF more freely into track pages. I think I have DNF'd 20 books this year, which is more than I did last year, or actually probably ever before, really, if I'm honest. But I didn't add up the pages yet, so I'll do that later. This is terrible, sorry. Number 5 is to read more currently. So I love and hang out mostly in the backlist. I do buy new books, but less than, you know, most people probably do. But I think I did read more currently just because of the BookTube prize. It forced me to read publications, excuse me, that came out in 2019. And I did read quite a few 2020 publications too, which normally I would let them sit for 3 or 5 or 10 years before I got to them. So I'm okay with that. My number goal for last year was to read 150 books. And at this precise moment in time, I am at 199. I know I will get to 100 today because, like I said, I'm going to finish 2 books for sure. So I got that goal, no problem. And my last loose goal was to enjoy reading more, be excited, and feel like less of a chore. Yeah, that I didn't do. I very much got stressed out by due dates and got stressed out by having to read something. It's mostly the BookTube prize mostly stressed me out. And it's nothing that anyone did there at the BookTube prize. It's all my own doing. It's all my own doing. So yeah, that was a fail. So 5 out of 7 isn't bad. Okay, for my 2021 goals, ready? They're not that different. Okay, number 1 is to read my own damn books. That's not a surprise. I mean, it's just not a surprise. Number 2 is to work on in-progress series. So I had this as a goal several years ago, and I didn't really stick to it. I think that was the year that I discovered Litsy and then lost my dang mind and bought a whole bunch of books and spent a lot of my time on Litsy. So I am due for a reread of this, or not a reread, I am due for a redo for checking on my in-progress books. I have a smaller shelf in my bedroom that I keep my series on, most of my series I should say, on. If I have 3 or more books by an author or 3 or more books in the series that are TBR, they're probably on that shelf. So stuff that's on there is the entire Poldark series by William Graham. Is it William Graham? It's Graham, I know that. I've got a lot of the series from book 5 forward. I don't know how many there are now, 12 or 13, unsure. And the Bruno Chief of Police series by Martin Walker. That's a mystery series, of course, set in the Périgord region of France. I've got the entire Andrea Camilleri Inspector Montalbano mystery series, 20-some books there. I have the whole series as a space opera by Lois McMaster Bujold. I forget the name. It's that one, you know, everyone talks about. It's that one. I have the Castle series. Remember the TV show Castle? I have all the books for that. I've read the first 2 and loved them, and then I have the rest of them. And then I have the spin-off series, which is the series of books that he writes in the TV show. I've got those too. So I just need to catch up with those. And I'm sure I will start reading new series because I really enjoy reading series books, but I need to really finish up the ones that I own, and I need to stop saying the word series now. Okay. Number 3, no random library checkouts. This may be tougher than I expect. So I adore my library. I love it. They have everything I ever want or need. I can wait for stuff, no problem. There's always plenty of copies of things, so I generally don't wait too long unless it's a very popular new book. But just to stroll the shelves randomly and check out a whole bunch of stuff I don't really need to check out, or to check the new books section and find a whole bunch of things there too. I love it, and it's not a bad thing to do, but I need to stop doing that so much because there are so many unread books on my own shelves. I need to do that in my house and not just there. So I will still use the library for new books that I want to read, for my favorite series that are coming out, and for, what is that word? Graphic novels. And for graphic novels, because I like to read those first from the library and then see if I want to buy them. So there's that. Okay, number 4. I know numbers. Is to move my already read books upstairs. So as some of you may or may not know, if you are new here, this is your first time, hello and welcome. I have maybe half of my TBR books on this first level. The other half are in bins in the basement, alphabetized. I also have all of my already read books that I'm saving in bins downstairs as well. They have their own separate shelves, and then of course stacks on the floor because I have a lot. I do have one bookshelf in my bedroom that's got read books, but they're almost all downstairs. They are not organized at all. I have I have one bin for sure that's all series books, and one bin that's all Agatha Christie, but everything else is just mixed together in a jumble. And quite frankly, I can probably get rid of a lot of what I have if I knew that I had it. So I would like to somehow pull them upstairs. And I think what would be the easiest is if I take my living room TBR shelves and put those into bins in the basement with the rest of my TBR bins, and then take my already reads and put them on the living room shelves. That way, not only can I actually see what I own, it's better for tags. I can just pull the book out versus trying to hunt down an image, insert an image. It's not a hard thing to do, but it's just an extra step or two that I wouldn't have to do then. And I can probably get rid of things a lot more. The more I look at them, I can pick something up and go, yeah, I don't really need this anymore, you know? So I would like to somehow do that. That's going to be a huge project because it's probably 500 books or so that are on my living room shelves. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. We'll see. But I would like to do that this year. Get them somewhere. And that seems like the easiest place to kind of get them all together. And then my last one for the year, my last goal for 2021 is to reduce my physical TBR. Okay. At the start of 2020, so 1 year ago, my physical TBR was evenly 2,400. Now, I just updated my reading list and I put things back into TBR that I wasn't actively currently reading and all that stuff. So my actual TBR right now is 2,513. That is too many books. And I know there's no such thing as too many books. I get it. But that's too many books. I need to really lower that. And whether that's through like DNFing things or just reading a whole heck of a lot more and not using the library as much, or just cutting stuff, sight unsaid, sight unread. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh my God. Just letting things go unread. Wow. I need to get better at this. I don't mind having a lot to choose from. I love having a lot to choose from. I think my ideal number for a TBR, physical TBR, is around 1,000 or 1,500. So that means I have about 1,000 more than I would really like. Just the thought of getting rid of that many in one fell swoop gives me a little anxiety and like makes me kind of itchy. But I need to get better about it. Part of the issue with getting rid of things is that I really like a lot of different kinds of books. A lot of stuff that I have is now out of print. And because I like to read widely, and there's a lot of opportunity to collect stuff. So yeah. My number goal for 2021 is the same. I'm going to keep it at 150. I'm hoping that I can DNF a little bit more freely this year than I did last year. I'm hoping that I can really whittle things down. So that's all I've got for you today. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's 2021 goals and wrap-ups. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a wrap-up with my best and worst of. I did it last year, but that's not something I normally do for myself. I just don't do it, but I might do it. We'll see. Check on Tuesday. If I posted them, then you'll know that that's what I did. But yeah, and for channel goals, honestly, I want to just get better at responding quicker to comments. I want to be a little more interactive with everybody here, not just with comments, me commenting on the channels, but in finding new to me booktubers as well. I would like to get to the next 100 subscribers. So I think I'm in the 350s right now, or 360s for subscribers. Thank you, every single one of you. So I'd like to get to 400 by the end of next year. I would also like to finally learn how to properly edit something, because there are so many things I would love to do video-wise, but it would be better in a time-lapse situation, and I'm not sure how to do that, and I don't know how to cut out mistakes. So if I could learn that too, that would be great. But yeah, that's it. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all are staying safe, and we have a very happy New Year's Eve, everyone at home. May 2021 be happy and healthy and filled with more good things than bad for everybody. All right? Well, yeah, let's hope so. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching and commenting and chatting books and just everything. Thank you all so much. You are all so wonderful. I'm very lucky to have you in my life. And I will talk to you guys all very soon in the next one. Bye.